That was crazy. As a avid fan of Survivor and of this show, it was so cool to watch. I am definitely a little sour, but like I'm still trying to take it in stride and be a good sport.
Well, that was quite the adventure.
That was not my finest hour. Maybe having too many advantages is a bad thing because you burn a hole in your pocket.
Oh, so it was like a mess. We had like this elaborate thinking about it, it's like really funny. And I can't wait until after the season is over so I can tell this story to people. But we had this elaborate plan to vote out Ryan, like our Cranberries group, which is me, Kara, Jess, Joshy, and Eli. Eli made up this elaborate plan. We were like, okay. And at some point, they were all like, nah, it's not happening. Like, the plan ain't going through. And I still voted Ryan.
Where'd you vote, Aaliyah?
Okay.
I'm not telling no one.
What happened?
I said who I voted for.
Where do you
Yeah,
think?
I voted Rocky. I told you Rocky.
I can't read lips.
I told you when Courtney was leaving the room. I said,
I didn't know that's what you were saying.
did you not see me do that?
But Aaliyah, no one thinks it's you.
As far as I know, I voted Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you not see,
I voted for Rocky.
Yeah, Aaliyah,
Okay,
but did you not see me do that with my mouth?
That name for myself at Crossroads came from this scheming in their party chat last round. Kara, Eli, Joshy, Aaliyah, and Jess were throwing my name out in some conversations. Maybe that started from Thomas saying I was running the Blue Boys crew over there. And Jess insisted it was fine. And Kara says that her and Eli never had any interest in that. But somebody wrote my fucking name down. If I had to make a guess, it's Joshy.
Why did Jess tell him our plan? Like, what? Why did she do that? There was no reason for that. Oh my god.
Truth. I want to be Austin, Ryan, and me.
I didn't know what to say in that moment, but like, wow. When he said that, that was mind-blowing to me.
I'm not mad. I have a loving heart. I have a forgiving heart. As long as you're honest, honesty is all I value. Not for my mouth. For my mouth, it will be lies.
I don't trust Kara and Eli at all at this point. And I want to turn on the Cranberries soon. After the last vote, I found a clue to the hidden compass. So I'm sitting pretty.
Crossroads starts. I then check Sandra's Instagram instead of Nina's Instagram for this clue that dropped. We went into a room and it said immunity. So I scroll right to a picture of Sandra's where Nina's winning immunity. And see the comment that I found, the second clue. What?
Thing that I have to do to get the compass is be the first person at Crossroads to say the drought is over.
Oh, perfect. I'm unmuting it and I'm jumping right at it. I've been deprived of Team Sandra for 5 phases of this game now. It's nice to meet new people. It's been dry. The drought is over for my time with Aaliyah and Josh. I think I blacked out during my answer trying to say the drought is over and I sounded like an idiot. But whatever. One more souvenir in the arsenal.
You know, I expect that some people have also got this clue. So I think it's going to be a public compass anyway. So I'm just going to go for it right away. I just know that Kara, Eli, and Jess are stirring up trouble. Just wait. The fireworks will happen.
Caller, you are live on the Princess Podcast.
Prince, with a rendezvous happening, who are you working with?
Yeah, perfect question, caller. So let's lay this out. I got my Cranberry 5, right? Me, Joshy, Aaliyah, Jess, and Kara. We're still rock solid. That's not going to shake. I got Ryan back in the fold. Ryan's looking out for me. I'm looking out for Ryan, sort of. Courtney back in the fold. Now, at first, the beginning of the night, I was like, okay, Courtney, like, whatever, we'll work. But then at the end of the night, I reeled it back in.
Put me in your pocket, I'll put you in mine. Yeah. But if I have to write your name down, I have to.
And I told her, I said, listen, do whatever you got to do, but just make sure Austin's not mad at me. And she goes, oh, he would, oh, never, I'll tell you if he is. Perfect.
I think I fucked up. Getting Austin out is still my #1 priority, but maybe I just have to fucking work with him.
This is what I live for. I love the chaos. I love the mess. I love not knowing if I can protect my allies, and then more or less my allies surviving. R.I.P. Rocky. Love you, buddy. In a perfect world, you didn't leave, but this is not a perfect world, and it will never be a perfect world. And I think some people just need to realize that.
Welcome everyone to Expedition Online. It's day 9. I've got 10 explorers here still surviving the expedition, looking to become the ultimate explorer. By the end of the day, there will only be 8, as 2 of you will be eliminated this evening. That's right, we're gonna get to the twist right off the hop today. This is a fun one. How tonight's crossroads will work is the player with the most votes will be eliminated, as usual. They will also take with them the person that they vote for. If a compass is played on you, you're protected. You're not going home. Absolutely. And if you have exemption tonight, you are also not going home. Leading us to today's challenge. For that, let's move things over to challenge coordinator Jess to tell us how we're going to play.
Greetings, explorers, and welcome to Animals of Uluru. This is a memory challenge. During the challenge, you'll be shown short videos that shows a sequence of these symbols being used. You will need to keep your hands in the screen while watching the video. When you are prompted, Jonathan will ask you to hold up each of the symbols in order. If you hold up an incorrect symbol, you are eliminated from the challenge. If you are the last explorer standing, you win exemption. Good luck.
We all have the information that we need to go into this. One of you will have exemption in what is definitely going to be a crazy crossroads. Okay, let's go with the first item. Go. Everyone just show me the back of your paper once you have it. The back of your paper, don't give it away. Being helpful. Unnecessarily. Yeah, you may want to cover the back of your paper too if you can see through it. Alright, we can see everyone's. Go ahead and show. I believe we are looking for the kangaroo. And I am seeing kangaroos everywhere. Go ahead with the second item. Back of the paper first. Okay, go ahead and show. You should be looking at the spider. If we do not have the spider, you've been eliminated from the challenge. So that was Aaliyah Aaliyah, were you good? That was just Jess then? Okay, thank you. Jess has been eliminated. All right, one shot at this one. So let's go over to the next item. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, wait. Yep, okay, go ahead. We've got the python. Yes, Jess a little ahead of herself on that last one. Okay, next item. Or next animal. Just waiting on Austin. Okay, go ahead. Yep, we are back to the kangaroo. Looks like everyone had the kangaroo. Very good. Let's go to the next animal. Everybody's ready to go. Let's see it. Oh, everyone's got it except Courtney. We were looking for the dingo. All right, last item for this sequence. Let's go ahead and see it. Yeah, if we're paying attention, Courtney did tip it off. It is the tree frog. All right, Jess, let's start up the next sequence. Starting now. Yeah, hands up. All right, that was sequence number 2. Give you a couple seconds here. All right, you can pull up the first animal in sequence 2. Let me see, back of the paper. All right, let's see them. We were looking for the emu. Everybody's got emu. Let's move on. Second animal. Okay, we've got everyone. Let's see them. We're looking for the bilby. Everybody's still on there. Two animals in. Let's go to the third animal. All right, we should have the hopping mouse. Everybody's still in. Moving on to the next. All right, let's see them. That should be the mistletoe bird. Looks like Eli has figured it out. Unfortunately, he got that one wrong. Let's move on to the next item. Okay, let's see him. Oh, unfortunately, Kara, you have been eliminated.
Sarah.
Thank you. See, the problem is George really wanted to call you Kara, and it got in my head. Sorry, next item. All right, let's see him. We were looking for the kangaroo. So Joshy's out. Austin, you're out as well. We are down now to our final 4. All right, let's see the last item for this round. You've all got it. Thorny Devil. Very good. On to sequence 3. Very impressive. These are tough. And that's starting right now. All right, everyone's got their first item. Let's see them. Joseph, turn it. Yeah, unfortunately, Joseph, I had already said go well before, so unfortunately, you're going to be eliminated on this one. Jess, do you want to restart the sequence, or are we just going to go and everyone's on the fair terms here? Our second animal. All right, all 3 ready. All right, Python is good. Let's see the next one. All right, let me see it. Okay, everyone has spider. Let's see the next one. The bilby. Everybody's got it. Let's see the next one. All right. We've got mouse. Yep, you're all good. Let me see the next one. Go ahead. So the next item I have is bilby. All 3 of you are wrong. Jess, we're going to go to the next sequence, or are we going to go to the next item?
Let's go to the next sequence.
All right, let's move on to the next sequence, as you all got incorrect at the same time, so you're all moving on. All right, hands up, and let's start sequence 4. All right, let's see the first item. Okay, the first item was the thorny devil. Unfortunately, Aaliyah, you have gotten that one wrong. We're down to our final 2. We've got Annie and Ryan. Second animal. Go ahead. Is the emu. Let's see the next one. All right, go ahead and show. It's the dingo. Next animal. Okay, show. We've got the tree frog. Next one. All right, let's see him. Bilby. Next item. All right, let's see it. All right, one of you has one exemption. Next item was the emu. That means, Ryan, you have one exemption. You are going to be safe at tonight's crossroads. As for the rest of you, big twist in play. So if an advantage is played and the vote is messed up, whoever played the advantage is going to be the one with the power. All right? Oh. It's going to be an especially fun round. Do you guys have fun?
Good job, Annie. You did great.
Thank you. You did too.
Oh, I did great. What about me? Mortifying. Mortifying. Mortifying.
Or how's it going?
Well, I was looking at the clue that is in the text, rendezvous text. It was like the definition for erosion, but it's not erosion, apparently.
Interesting.
I'm sure by now someone's got it.
Probably.
I'm not going to get it. Okay.
So who do you want to put our votes on? Like, what do you think?
Tricky, right? So ideally, we want someone out who's going to take Joseph with them.
Yeah.
Which is you, and I'm not voting you out, right? Because Joseph is the one who stole your vote last time. So who else is pissy at Joseph?
I don't know.
That's the problem. This is the chance to get him. Eli, you don't have a compass, do you?
No, someone else already does.
What was the answer?
It was Kelly Wentworth.
Kelly Wentworth?
What is the erosion quote?
It was you had to put in the word erode and then drop 2 letters of it to get the season, which was EOE, Edge of Extinction, and then they asked who was the 27th person.
Okay.
And it was Wentworth.
So if we can find out who has it, there's a perfect plan.
What's the plan?
If we could find out who has it and we can get them to love us, then and everybody votes for that person, right? And that person votes for ideally Joseph.
Yeah. I'll be honest with both you ladies. I think I'm getting pulled. Like, I think I'll be the second person for no matter who it is. Like,
I don't think so.
Well, I do. I gotta I just feel, because I think Austin and Joseph are like mending their wounds right now, and they're gonna link up. And then I think
That's
Ryan.
not gonna happen. I don't think so. But I will see if I can find out anything.
Yeah, I still don't know.
I'm gonna go run away onto the river and see what happens.
Okay. I might jump because I just have to ask you something real quick. Sorry, Annie. If you give us like 10 seconds, then you can jump too. I just have to ask Jess something. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Annie. I'll come back and talk to you too.
I'm not getting rid of you.
I know. I just have to
no
ask
matter
you
what
something
this douchebag says, I'm not getting rid of you.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna jump to the river too, real quick, Jess.
Okay. That's weird. That was casual.
I know. Well, two things. One, I think we should go Courtney because I think Courtney will pull down Joseph with her because she's already said she's gonna. And also, Ryan is telling people that you shared to him that I was the one targeting the Blue Boys and that I'm the one who came up with the plan to go after him at the rendezvous.
I did not.
He told Kara that, he told Aaliyah that, and he told Joshy that. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I'm like, Jess, like, I get if you want to
get
throw
me
me
voted out.
He's
trying
what?
to get me voted out.
Well, that's what well, I mean, he said that, like, he explained the plan. I get if you want to throw me under, Jess, but not right now.
No.
No, I figured it wasn't true. That's why, like,
What
I
I
needed
was going to tell you today is you need to tell those two that the other two were wanted to get them out, but me and you didn't want to. So as
Who's
soon as
those
they're like, all
two?
this, Joshy and Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, I know. I wanted to tell Ryan that too. Like, if he heard that plan, it wasn't from me, you, or Kara. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, exactly. And that's what, like, I was saying, Joshy, like, and I asked Joshy, I was like, will you be cool to go with Courtney tonight? Will you be good to go with Courtney tonight? And he was like, well, yeah, like, I'm good with that now, but I don't know about later. And so I'm a little nervous about that. What's up, Josie? Oh, okay.
Okay.
What? This is gonna be a wild night, dude.
Joseph, do you think if Austin went that he would take you down? Because I don't want you to go.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to make sure you.
That's my main concern, and our talk there was not the best, so I'm slightly nervous. I don't really want to push for Austin because I know if the moment I do, he will go for me and will just self implode. So I'm happy to take a bit of a back seat. And obviously, if you guys have any plans, and I guess the kicker with this is that everyone wants to vote someone that they know won't vote them.
Exactly. Which is wild, but I just don't know, like, what that makeup is right now. Like, I'll be honest, I feel very nervous tonight. Like, I think that, like, anybody, like, I feel like if people are gonna, especially like coming into the rendezvous where I had like Austin and Ryan telling me like, yeah, everyone looks at you as like scary. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, like, now this is like the perfect opportunity for someone to snipe me on their way down the hell. But I know, that's what I'm wondering. Like, who would Annie go for? Like, do we know that? Who would Courtney go for? Like, who are these people that are close to Austin? Like, who would they potentially target? Because Austin's been saying that he has Annie, he has Courtney, he has Ryan. So if he has these numbers, like, it'd be best to chip away at that. But I don't know who they're gonna outlash at.
I got approached with 2 minutes left in the round and said, Aaliyah, Joshy, Kara, Eli are all in on this. Like, vote Austin. And I was like, I have 2 minutes left. If you think I'm gonna not only like switch whatever game I've been talking about for the last however long, let alone put a vote on an ally with that little time left, you're crazy. And then we got
Yeah. What's funny though is you ask everybody, can I take a guess at who you voted for? Rocky. Yeah. Annie and I were in a chat with like 4 different people because I stayed in base camp because I was like, I'm not strategizing. Like I made it. And like Eli, Joshy, everybody was like, oh no, we voted Rocky. And I was like, oh really? Because I know I was 2 of those votes. I know Annie was another one. So there's only like 1. I respect people more where they're like, yo, that was me. And like, hey, let's move on from that. Like, let's re-strategize.
Don't we know who your 3 were?
I know one for sure was Joseph because he said he split the vote between Annie and myself when he stole Annie's vote.
Okay.
Apparently, they're saying I said something, and I'm very confused why they're targeting me. What I don't understand what happened.
This is what I heard. I heard that you told Ryan about what happened in our group chat.
Me?
That's what he told me.
That's why I guess they're trying to get me out, and they need a way to talk to people.
That's not like what I got from that.
Well, Eli just came like yelled at me, and I don't even know. He thinks I threw him under the bus, which is going to start a ripple effect because Eli talks to everyone.
Well, I'm not coming for you, so.
So give me, if you hear another name, give me another name. I still like the idea of we originally had. I still like the idea of me and you and Eli going with Ryan and Austin. I thought those were both pretty viable.
I learned from my mistakes. I'm not throwing out a name because it got back to everybody. I will just agree. No, I mean,
Okay.
look, the way that I was thinking about it is like you can't go for a big player. You try to go for like their number, you know, like their alliance member.
Being safe this round, any way I can help you guys is if I go to like Eli and Kara and say, listen, the other two people immediately snitched and said it was you two. I'm hoping they just are immediately like, well, then let's vote Aaliyah or Joshy. They're clearly throwing us under the bus. You know what I mean? And so hopefully the votes fall between them. So even the main vote or the secondary vote doesn't fall on one of you guys. I'm not saying that's even where our votes have to go, but
Right.
It draws attention between two people rather than them throwing their extra vote on one of you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'd rather it be Aaliyah or Joshy as well, too. One, I don't really know them as well, but two, I also feel like they haven't had to play the game as hard as us three.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
like I feel like they need to put in work and sweat a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
if they wanna
everybody
raise
here has
their
gotten their
hand-
name written down except them.
If they want to raise their hand and say that they've lost 3 allies in a row, like some of us, then like that's fine.
At this point, like everybody should have their name written down and they're past due. So like whatever we can do to kind of sway the vibe that way, I'm definitely game.
Yeah, I said to get an Eli or Kara's here before any other name settles down.
Yeah, a spot just opened up in the desert with Courtney there too.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in and be a pest.
What up, Ryan?
Who else was in Exile Island? Congratulations, honey.
Yeah, congrats,
I love
dude.
you. I love you, Ryan.
I would love to pull one of Eli or Kara aside to get loud real fast.
Yeah, I'll jump with you to the fire.
Okay. So I but the vote I got at last Crossroads, which I don't care about, it immediately came up with the biggest shitstorm of pointing fingers from your guys' last swap party. Like
Yeah, I figured it did.
Immediately they were like, yeah, this was all pre-planned and we all agreed on it. And obviously I talked to Kara and Kara's like, well, it was Joshy and Aaliyah. And then I go Joshy and Aaliyah and they're like, immediately it was Eli and Kara pushing it.
No, dude. So I think we all came to a. So here's how it went, and don't be mad at me, and I'll explain it.
Listen, I'm the I do not
I know, and honestly, it was when we linked back up. Okay, so here's what happened. So going into it, we knew that Joseph and Austin were coming out ahead. We heard about how everyone put votes on Joseph, and then Joseph played his compass, and so our goal was to make that same thing go to head at that first rendezvous vote. And at first we said, well, who do we think is keeping them close together? And we thought you. I'm not joking, Ryan. The minute you and I talked, I went to Karen and Aaliyah and I said, we can't do Ryan. I said, cancel that plan immediately. We cannot fucking do that. I was like, Ryan and I are like, hadn't spoke to you in like days. And so the minute I got back with you and you told me like, yeah, people are saying that you're coming after this person and they're looking at you as a threat, I was like, there is no benefit to me to ever get rid of Ryan. And so I immediately shut down every avenue of that plan. I don't think it wasn't like two people like actually perpetuating it. It was just a group think of like, how do we move through this? Like, what is the best option against that group of people? And the only reason you got that vote is because no one told Aaliyah that we switched the plan.
I'm worried that we're fractured a little bit, but Ryan pitched Aaliyah and Joshy, the A names, pitched Aaliyah and Joshy, and I was like, I can back that up because they're the only two people that haven't had their names written down. You know,
I like them. I like them both. I think Joshy would go with us more in the future than Aaliyah would. And I hate saying that because I do have a big thing about not voting all the females out. Joshy likes me a lot. I don't know if he wants me to be his mom or his aunt or his older cousin.
Kara, what's the name? Do you have a name?
Courtney said Joseph.
And the other name I heard was Courtney.
Courtney.
Who are we voting? Because 3 is good out of 10.
I'm a little concerned though because
Kara, what's your concern?
okay, so the concern is I heard from Ryan that Jess told him about our chat, whatever, and him being a target.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then
Who said it was
sorry,
us,
I heard,
Joshy, or someone said it was us.
Who said
I
it was
heard
us? Sorry.
I heard Jess told him, and then Eli, I guess, went right and started to yell at her for that. So now Jess is scrambling, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Can we just get on the same page of who we're gonna vote for?
Can we please? Yeah.
Am I pretty? Okay.
Yes.
Can we vote? Who do we want to vote out? Does it make sense to vote out Austin?
I'm so scared that Jess is now mad at me for saying something or whatever.
Did
And
you
now
say
she's throwing
something?
my name out.
I'm
I
not trying
want
to
to
throw
not get
names out
thrown
there.
under the bus. So that's what I really want, Austin.
What?
I feel like he's trying to throw me under the bus, and I would like not to be under the bus.
No, you should be driving that bus over somebody else. Also, again, like the whole scolding thing is not the tea.
Yeah, I
like
don't.
when
I'm
I
in trouble
confronted
with that
Eli, I
actually,
wasn't
but
yelling
I'll
at
cry about that later.
him. No, don't cry. Nobody
I
deserves.
have a. There are some things that are triggered when I am yelled at by men. We're just gonna let that go.
And Eli's still got a couple of years before you should consider him a man.
So, do you want me to spread the word of Eli? What are you saying, Austin?
Austin and Annie would be on any name that isn't theirs.
I
Especially after
agree.
getting so many votes
I
last
agree
year.
100%. I think we should do Joshy.
Okay, I'm down.
But we just cannot let him get that vibe.
No, I'm gonna be tight-lipped.
Same. Yeah, at this point.
He doesn't fucking. I don't have to give him a fake name, so it doesn't fucking matter. But
Yeah.
I'm fine.
And I'll give him Courtney.
Okay.
Because I know Courtney's going Joseph, and I think that Joshy would go. I think Joshy would probably go Courtney.
Did I want to do Cara last time?
You said her name last time, but I just like, do we?
I don't. If I did, okay, but I don't remember.
Well, you said you were like, it's easy. Like it was an easy vote, but like.
I think I mean, it still is.
It still is, right? But she's quite in a different way because she's not giving us information.
No, exactly. I was just in a room with her, and it was just like, "Have you heard her name?" She gives nothing.
Yeah, she says nothing, and then she just
Ha-
sits there.
Yeah,
And then she
that's-
doesn't even like engage in conversation.
You can't play with that.
So maybe we do that, and then but like who gets dragged down? Like that whole
Yeah,
dragging
who does
down.
Cara drag?
I don't want it to be either of us because I feel like it's one of us. So like because I'm paranoid right
Honestly,
now.
I think for our games, because I think we could work well together with Austin any long term.
So that sucks, but I still think like Courtney's the best bet, dude. Like I don't think Courtney's gonna vote for any of us.
Okay.
I think if she
don't
does,
think so either.
and I think if she votes Joseph and he plays his compass, he's still gonna go for Austin. You know what I mean? Like,
Can only hope.
I think there's too many questions around Eli. And to be frank, I messaged George for the first time, being like, "Hey, I made rendezvous. Do you have any tips?" The one thing he said to me is, "Don't fucking trust Eli." That's the only thing he said. And I'm like, "You picked Eli."
Like, I think he's cute, but like I'm okay either way. I'm okay either way. I'm willing to throw him under the bus.
I know, and I don't
I'm
know.
gonna go in and talk to Annie and Austin. I haven't talked to them.
Okay, don't mention Courtney because they're pretty close with her.
I don't have so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm trying to figure out like what a good strategy would be, but have you heard any names come up? I'm just nervous it's me.
I haven't heard anything, and that's why I'm feeling like I feel like a lot of people just don't want to say anything, and because they're nervous that like they'll get dragged too, you know, which I totally understandable. It's kind of like a crapshoot, you know, so you just have to have a lot of luck. But I think if you guys have like a person you would want to vote for, like I'm willing to vote together. I would like to do that, you know.
100%. I mean, there's been like some confrontation between like a few people and Eli. Apparently, this is all like secondary source. I don't know if I'm being baited for a story of like falsivity or whatever, but apparently like Eli's kind of had confrontation with Jess. So like I feel like that would be a good consensus. Like Jess was kind of saying that like Eli was scolding her, and I was like, oh, that doesn't. I was like, that kind of sounds a little toxic, but
I heard obviously, Joseph, your name is still out there in some form because a lot of it, I will say, a lot of it is because people assume you would just eliminate Austin. I think there's a lot of perpetuation around the beef between you guys, and so with a round where someone else is taking somebody else out, I think your name will always come out in that discussion in some form.
Yeah, no, Eli and I didn't have a good conversation. I'm like, sorry, not Eli, Austin. I'm like, if all the votes are coming my way, then you're the one that's probably getting dragged because that's just the way this feud works.
Right. Listen, I get
so
your guys.
I'm pretty sure Austin would not be pitching me whatsoever.
Right. Your guys' business is not my. I do not care about any rivalries. You know, like that doesn't affect me.
Like at all.
The other name I've heard whispers of is Joshi, because of the of him and Aaliyah being tied together.
I think his name too, but I don't want it to be. But like, if it has to be, then it has to be.
Ryan, when you finish, can we have a couple words? Because I
Yeah.
think people are twisting your words around to turn us against each other, and I don't
Okay,
like
do you
it.
want to chat? Do you want to chat now? That's
I mean,
truly.
I don't want to
don't have
interrupt
anything.
you.
No.
But I
I
feel
told.
like my head's gonna explode.
That's
so
all
a
I've
little
heard,
bit, yeah.
Brittany and Joseph. Truly, so I don't have anything else to offer.
Like on this side of the things.
Let's go to. Oh, that's truly. Huh?
Eli's yelling at me. First of all, he's saying that originally he said that you told him about the thing I told you the other day.
Well, here's the thing. And every time your name hasn't come up in any form of that story. Like even as someone I've heard about it from. The
Why
extent
is
that
Eli yelling at me? And then Eli turned it and he said that Joshi told you who told him.
I talked to Joshi at the start of this round and I said, Joshi, I heard that my vote was pre-planned. I promise you that's the extent that I said that at. I said I heard my vote was pre-planned from your guys' swap party. And he goes, "Oh yeah, it was all Kara and Eli." And so I said, "Okay, cool, thanks." And so when I talked to Eli, I said, especially because I was trying to get a vote where this round where people were against each other, so a stray vote didn't fall in like a you or an Austin or an Annie. So I was hoping there would be some discourse between them. And so I went, Eli, like, what's the story between why my name was out there? And he was like, "Oh, I'll be fully transparent." I really don't think. Truly, I don't know. This is the first I've heard.
Getting yelled at, so I guess I don't like getting lectured or
No,
talked down to or yelled at, and that
Can I
bothers
say
me.
So do you want to do Eli?
I'm happy to do what the majority feels. Is that like a safety name right now? Are we thinking that that's a name that's on the block?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the main name going around right now.
Okay.
But like the thing is, who would he write down? You know, I think that the main thing is we have to feed him another name.
Yeah, well, he's pushing Courtney.
Okay.
I've been wanting to try to catch up with you, Austin. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I've literally also been stuck in rooms where as soon as I try to hop out, they all fill up.
Or be alone sometimes. I'm fine with that. I go potty.
Yeah, Courtney.
I would
Courtney, you're a
definitely
stud. You just stay in this room like the queen is here, and everyone will come to me.
Try to be that way. I'm like, whenever I'm alone, I'm just like, okay, bye. I'll just go pee.
This is just very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I'm also stressing because I was like obviously up for votes last night, and I would love to kind of throw smoke, like Courtney was mentioning, trying to throw like some like drama that apparently happened between Eli and Jess tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She entered a room and she was just like, I need to talk to someone now. And I was just like, yeah.
I just wanted to say one thing. This is an idea that I brought up to Annie, but like, I don't know how you would feel. Aaliyah, me, you, Annie, and Courtney. Like that would be a 5 going into the 8.
We were all genuine and honest.
Joshi were just in that room together, and he was like, "I don't want to vote your guys' names," which is good for us because that means he won't do that tonight.
But does
I don't
he mean it?
Well, I think so tonight. I'm wondering, Joseph, if we did do Joshi, if he's told us that and he's not going to vote us, he would probably throw it to Courtney or Austin or Annie. We would be safe. We would move through this.
Yeah. I think we can do that.
Not only did he win the first immunity challenge, so if he gets if he's not here, if he does come back for some reason and he's like mad about it, you can just say like, "Oh, we were looking at comp wins and you won the physical one. We don't know." You know what I mean?
But that's why it would be very smart to make Joshi target one of Annie, Austin, or Courtney, because it would mean that it's a chink out of their armor.
It
their
is. And
alliance
if we can get him to be the first boot, then we don't have to worry about what Austin, Courtney, or Annie vote for because that won't matter at that point because they're going to be dragged down.
Can I point out something that's incredibly exciting for us, though, guys?
Yeah.
If we all survive this round, we have half the numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
That is.
I mean, I still stand by. That's something that I still really want. Like, I would want to work with you and Austin a ton.
I am sure that if we wanted to vote Eli, Joshi would vote that way.
This round.
Yeah.
We'll say we'll do Courtney, both of us. but we're doing Eli.
Well, let's
I
just
think
do Kara.
Kara's more dangerous, Aaliyah. This is what I wanted to talk to you. I was thinking so much about our positioning and where we would need to
I do
go.
want to talk to Eli though.
Okay. I was thinking about this so much, Aaliyah, and I wanted to talk to you one-on-one before today. Like the last 2 days I've been thinking about this.
Oh my god. That
Courtney,
was
how are you feeling?
terrible. It just sucks.
I more meant in terms of you're gonna have to write a name down in a little bit.
Yeah, what name are you feeling?
I trust you guys more than anything. And Austin, the four of us.
I agree.
I'll do it, whatever you want.
So we've only heard Joshy.
I'm gonna be sad about either.
We've only heard Joshy or Joseph, which I know you're not crazy about a Joshy vote, but
Oh, I don't care about that.
oh, okay.
I heard Eli's name and I was like more so like
Really?
I kind of more so wanted Eli around more than Joshy, like, but I just like I don't know.
Who did you hear Eli from?
I think that Joshy's cute. Like so like I can throw him in the bus anytime I want.
I'll tell you what, we can hold up a picture of Joshy for you if that makes it the next few rounds. We'll hold it up for you.
I literally think Aaliyah and Joshy are like this. I've said that from the beginning. I think that's dangerous. They've been together the whole time. I think that's dangerous. I think that we need to separate them. We need to do it when they least expect it. They're all talking Joseph versus Eli versus Austin, and I don't want anybody's name throwing Annie or Austin's name down. It really hurt my personal feelings.
I'm hearing Courtney like that's picking up steam.
Mm-hmm.
I think Courtney's told me at least that she's going for Joseph, and so Joseph also told me that he's going to pull Austin. So if Courtney goes Joseph and Joseph plays something, then Austin will go, and if he doesn't play anything, Joseph will go. So it keeps all of us safe at least.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It must be nice, Ryan, to be you right now.
Dude, how
it is.
I think Eli's fine because that's the last thing that we told Annie, and we have to vote in a couple minutes.
I think that Eli's smarter than Kara in the sense of the game.
Oh, totally. Should we go talk to
Joshy?
Joshy?
Dangerous of a player.
Hey, Aaliyah and Courtney, are Annie and Austin on board?
After last night, I would love for us three to be like a covert. I don't trust my original three with Ryan and Jess anymore. I feel like that is a sinking, fractured ship. I would love us three to work together.
Me too.
I would rather us duke it out and.
But you have to know, Austin. They know that we are working together. Like they just know.
But they don't know that you two are working or potentially working with me. I don't think they know that.
That's a you're
And they
like
still think we're beating, so that's great.
All right, hello and welcome everyone to the Day 9 Crossroads. I have 10 explorers here with me, and as they already know, we're going to be down to 8 in just a few minutes here, as we've got...
The drought is over.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is crazy. This is too crazy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, it was an absolutely crazy hour. I mean, you guys got this twist. Let's just to reiterate the boomerang twist. As usual, the person with the most votes tonight will be going home. The person that they vote for in the voting booth will also be going home, pending any advantages, which we've already discussed.
It's been insane because I always wear my heart on my sleeve, and it just sucks. It just sucks when we're getting dwindling these numbers, and then you want to like trust everybody, and you want to trust everybody all the time, and then you just always have this heart where that just wants to trust and pour these trusts into every single person in the whole wide world, and then all of a sudden it gets like just like all like this. This is like what happened. You want to take your heart and give it to these people and these charities, and I hate it. I hate it so much because I hate every time that we go to Crossroads. That's all I have to say. Like,
Very well said, Courtney. Lovely twist on it as well. Yeah, I mean, trust is a huge thing because it's the situation where you don't only have to trust your allies, you got to trust that the person you're voting for is not going to vote for you. How's that throwing a wrench into the plans?
Yeah, it's been a very interesting situation because, like, in the strategy session, somebody will throw up a name and they're like, I don't think we should do that person because they might vote for me. You know, everybody's been like putting their 2 cents into that. So there's a very narrow area of where you can throw your vote.
Very well put. Very well put. Now, advantages are going to play a massive role if they do come out tonight. Was there any talk of who might have the advantages? Are we trying to avoid them, or are we maybe trying to target those people?
I think we've heard like talk of who may have it, but with the advantages, you have to do like fourth dimensional thinking. You know what I mean? Like we're just talking about where you have to think of who you're going to vote for and who they're going to vote for, but now you have to think of, well, what if you vote for this person who plays an advantage? Who are they going to just knock off? It doesn't even become like who are they targeting. It just becomes who do they want out of this game with their free will at that point.
Really well put. I mean, last Crossroads, we saw a bunch of advantages come out. Does anyone want to admit that maybe they wish they held on to it for today?
You know what? Maybe I wish I didn't play my compass, especially today, because I'm slightly nervous. Now I've exhausted all of my pockets, and I feel like I don't know, slightly advantage naked. I mean, Jonathan, well, I did. I'm happy to fess up that I was the one that found the compass for the erode clue, so fuck y'all. I'm not telling anyone who I'm voting for, so gamble on me if you want with a vote, but I'm using my compass and I won't tell you who I'm fucking voting for. So if you want to go to rocks, vote for me. Thank you.
Wow, if you believe Joseph, that is quite a claim.
It's the least that I've ever like felt good about being naked. I just like being naked most of the time, and I'm not feeling good about being naked now.
Thanks, thanks, Courtney. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back to what Joseph said. Yeah, Joseph revealing potentially some really big information and hiding his vote on top of that. Would anyone have any thoughts on that?
I think Joseph has a Batman layer with about 73 different monitors, and he just has octopus arms clicking in every single time he can. Like, this kid finds everything.
Does that piece of information there make anyone more nervous maybe than when they were coming in?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just on edge because I've heard my name tonight, and then also I was definitely like a person who got votes last game, so definitely on edge. I mean, now that's just one more opportunity or one more chance that a vote could go my way. So it is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, absolutely. 3, maybe 4 explorers getting votes at the last Crossroads. Hard to tell where they came from. I mean, unless you guys are all really trusting each other, which not a great idea.
No, apparently everybody voted Rocky yesterday, but so I demand a recount because everybody asked, I voted for Rocky.
All right, well, when we're getting closer to this vote here, is there anyone who wants to admit to maybe being especially nervous? I know we're all a little bit nervous with the twist, but is anyone especially nervous thinking majority of the votes is likely coming on them? Nobody wanting to chime in on that? Okay. Is there anyone who has maybe any last minute words that they'd like to throw out here? Let's open up the floor.
I'll go back to your last point about the majority of the votes. I think we're all nervous of the second vote. Like, I think more so like we're all scared of like who is dragging me down to hell with them, because like I'm gonna be pissed off, like beyond pissed off. So I think that's, while it is a little nerve wracking if you do get the majority of the votes, I think what's more scary is like what's happening when that second vote is read.
Yeah, we don't want to get scolded by Eli tonight, so don't piss him off, anybody.
Well, Austin scolded us last night, so I'm not gonna pull that card.
I was pressed like a panini.
Yeah, I think it stinks to one level to leave the game being like, oh, this majority of people wasn't feeling it. Like, I must have messed up somewhere. But for somebody tonight, it's gonna be like, I pissed off the one wrong person I possibly can. Which I don't think it's gonna be easy for anybody to leave that way. So.
I got 100% agree with that. This is going to be the toughest. The second vote out is going to be probably the toughest one of the season. I mean, we're taking the social game and kind of flipping it where you got to be nice to everyone, even the ones going out the door. So that's definitely going to mix things up. Yes, Joshy.
I get what you did here with the boomerang. It makes sense. Australia, Uluru.
See?
I see.
We put some time into this.
Now.
Looks like everyone has gotten everything out on the table. Oh, yes, Jess?
Something. I'll say something. I was sitting here thinking, like, we are all interacting with each other as people, but we all kind of like we're all kind of like characters in the story, right? Like we know what each other is like. Oh, we know this is what Ryan's character is like. This is what Eli character. But like they're thinking of us as characters too. You know, I'm the mom character here, probably. I don't know. Like it's just hard. But that we know each other as people. We may like each other as people, but we're also kind of like a sum of a personality into something.
Yeah. You're definitely characters in my favorite TV show right now. So thanks for that. No, very well said, Jess. Absolutely. And a nice way to soften the blow going into what is going to be a really tough vote here. So it looks like everyone's gotten everything that they want to say out on the table. With that, if you have an advantage that can be played before the vote, now will be the time to do so. Oh, a little quiet today. A little quiet today. Okay. I will take the votes in the voting booth.
I think they screwed me over. I guess it's not Annie. Are you okay? I'm not.
Oh man. Oh man, this is rough. Rough twist, but I love it. Hopefully it works out in my favor, because this person I had been planning to target next vote. Twist is crazy, but it actually potentially could work out for me unless I'm being blindsided right now, which I don't think I am.
Oh my god, I think Jess fucked up. She came back in with a vote held like this and it said name. Anyway, fuck. That's her fault.
All right, everyone. Oh, let me get back out here. Okay, all right, everyone. The votes are in. If you have an advantage that can be played after the vote, now is the time to do so.
Hey, Jonathan. I went to a Black Friday sale recently in the Expedition Online store and I got a 2-for-1. And I'd be pretty stupid and crazy not to play it this round. So I'm crazy and stupid this round, so I'm not playing anything. Thank you.
So just to confirm, you're not playing anything? All right. Is there anyone else who'd like to chime in and not play something? I just messed with you, Justin. All right. We had 10 votes this evening. Our first vote is for Joshi. Our second vote is for Kara. Third vote is for Joshi. Fourth vote is for Kara. It's 2 votes Joshi, 2 votes Kara. Fifth vote is for Joshi. Our 6th vote is for Joshi. 7th vote is for Joshi. So are the 8th and 9th vote. Joshi will be deserted here at the crossroads. And via the boomerang twist, we have 1 vote left. It is Joshi's vote. That person will also be deserted here at the crossroads. And that person will be Kara. I'm sorry, Joshi and Kara. You have both been eliminated here from the game.
Hey everyone, great blindside. You did it. Good job, guys. It was great playing with everyone, and I wish you all the best.
Yes, this has been fun. Can't say I didn't see it coming, but I think you all made a mistake.
All right, thanks, guys. You're both going to be joining us in the jury. If you could stick around for a few minutes, let's have a quick chat. As for the rest of you, you have until 10 p.m. to chat it up in your party chats. Enjoy.
And there were 8.
I know, it's just a game.
There were 8.
It's okay to care about these digital people. It's okay.
Oh, no, they're actual humans, and I hate
Yeah.
it. I was fine with it, but it sucked.
Jess, can I ask a question? I don't know, maybe it was an
I
accident, but I
know
had to
what
go
I
into
did.
No, I saw. I was like, oh my god.
Because I saw it as soon as I went into the voting booth, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I saw your reaction, and then I was like, shit, his name's still on here.
Oh. Who's gonna count down from 3?
Are you doing it? Yeah. 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Table.
Yeah, I don't know. Tonight was, and I hadn't even heard Kara's name, so that was surprising.
Joshy was pitching her.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't what he said to me. That's interesting.
Her, Austin.
What?
You were pitching her.
No, I literally went
Were you
in.
gonna say I'm a liar?
I mean, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, what? What?
At the end of the day, when it was brought up, when I was asked to be in a 5, and they were saying, who would you want to go after, Eli or Kara? I said I don't want to go after Eli because I feel like he'd write my name down, but I mean, you can ask.
You answered the question. Thank you.
You're welcome. But just like I said yesterday, just because I say a name doesn't mean I'm like committing to it. If other people are throwing out names.
His name when it wasn't,
Well, no, he did. He pulled me in another chat and was like, we should go out. And I'm pretty sure that's where his vote went, did it not? I didn't vote for Kara. I wasn't one of the 3. I voted for Joshy. So.
3, 2, 1's awkward for nobody. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, right?
Well, there was a bit of awkwardness here, too.
Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah, what? Fill us in.
No, we just
I just said that it was Kara's name. That's all.
Huh?
So if you guys really want to go into the nitty gritty, Joshy hopped into a 5 chat with me and said, hey, let's all be a 5. It was me, Aaliyah, Courtney, and I don't remember who the other one was. They were like, let's pitch a 5. And I said, hey, Eli and Kara's name was brought up. And I said, I don't want to vote for Eli because Eli's probably going to write my name down. So if anything, I'd rather it be Kara. But I know that's a little self-serving. So you guys, and then I literally left and I told Kara, hey, they're coming for you. So if you have an advantage, I would play that tonight because I liked Kara. So yeah, her name was in my mouth, but I also was the one that ran back and told her.
No, I mean, we figured that Joshy was the one flipping. Austin, like, no one's been going for you, like, since we've all linked up. Like, just to, like, clarify, like, I'm not going for you, like you thought, but...
And Eli, when we had that conversation, you were like, I voted Rocky, and I was like, well, interesting, let's do the numbers, and you hopped out. It was a little fun.
Yeah, because you asked me who I voted for in front of, like, somebody else who got a good bit of votes. Like, there was no...
You in the chat.
Yeah, but I wasn't, like I said, like, I'm not going to be quizzed in front of, like, other people there, like... There's a different way to go about it, like, but it's cool. Like, it doesn't matter either way. We're both here, so.
No, 100%. I'm just saying, like, Aaliyah confronted me with the whole, like, oh, you pitched Kara and kind of got, like, riled up, but...
No, I didn't get riled up. I just said you pitched Kara, because you did. Well, at least to me, like, that's all I was saying. I wasn't riled up, so please don't say that.
Aaliyah, we heard that you and Joshy were pitching Kara.
I said Kara, so, like,
it wasn't no, yeah, well, I mean, it's easy to say Aaliyah and Joshy,
Yeah, I don't know who the third Kara was.
Yeah, I don't know who voted for Kara either.
I could go somewhere if anybody.
We bounced to the other one, the 5. Jess?
Yeah, let's go.
No one wants to talk to me. Yeah, I mean, I would have been okay with him going, like, anytime if somebody's saying Aaliyah and Joshy are a duo, like, had someone told me, I would have pushed his name. Like, someone should have said something to me. That's why I feel like, oh, why? Because we've been together? Big whoop.
Well, I have nobody to work with, so it's like...
Nothing that happened tonight was because of, like, you.
So,
Like, no one's mad
you were
at
the
you.
last
No one's
girl I was
upset
in. I mean, like, it's not that big of a deal, and at the end of the day...
You were the last girl I was in, and I said vote Courtney, and you voted for Kara.
Okay, but you also voted for Joshy, like...
Yeah, because Joshy had told Ryan
other people did it,
Ryan
and I guess it's just, like, I had, like, said out to, like, many people that, like, I would be fine taking Joshy out. So it's, like, so nobody trusted that, like... That's where it's kind of like, what the hell?
We already had the numbers, like, it didn't, because we would have risked you telling Joshy. Is that not a risk, you think? Is that like a valid risk?
You literally said we had the numbers, so now you have the numbers and you don't need me, and that's obvious.
Obviously not when people are coming back and you're mad at us, Austin's talking shit to you.
I'm not mad.
It appears that way if you're saying you're at the bottom when you obviously like are not. There's only two people.
I don't just go in your room or go in the bathroom, please. But like my mother, but like I just feel I would have voted for him.
Okay, then that's like our bad, but like we couldn't take that risk at a night where literally Joshy's vote would have mattered.
Fine.
All right, I'm gonna bounce somewhere else then.
Okay, well thanks for joining me.
I'm chilling though. I'm having a good time. I mean, my whole goal has been to like pick fights between everybody and cause all these tiffs. And tiffs are being caused. So I'm enjoying myself. I just keep making my frogs. Every time someone gets voted off, I make a frog out of their body. R.I.P. Joshy. Can't wait to write down some of these people's names on frogs, to be honest.
I don't get how you can have these people who are so close, they've been together for the whole entire time, and she's confused as to, well, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that you were going to vote out my number one ally in the whole entire game? I wouldn't have told him. Like, are you drunk? Like, what are you talking about? It's so annoying. My game went from, I feel like I went from fucking sky high to rock bottom.
This is nuts. I'm casting my vote for Kara. So if she voted for me, she's coming out with me.
Let's hope this goes to plan.
Ooh, my vote tonight is for Joshy. I don't want to be in a 5 with you. I hope it's you and not me. And I hope you bring somebody with you that isn't me either.
I'm terrified. My palms are sweaty. And I'm sad to do this, but let's hope it doesn't hurt me.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Gotta protect the children. Sorry.
I'm voting for the person who is just dominating this game. Emu. Tonight was wicked. Tonight was the worst night of my life, thank you. But just to save myself here, had to conspire a little thing. So I'm gonna go for Joshy, hoping that he sticks with Courtney's vote. God bless.
I am voting for Joshy, which makes me really sad. I wanted to save him, and I couldn't.
So, she's gonna hate me after this season, but I am the Hinky vote king. So, Kara, if Joshy plays an idol, I know you're probably not gonna vote for me, so this is just saving myself from a Hinky vote on myself. We can talk about it after the season, it's fine.
This person I planned on targeting next vote, so I'm super happy that I think it might be the person that I want to go tonight. So my vote is for Kara.
Vote tonight is for Joshy. I don't think I'll ever see you in my long-term game plans for this game, even if it's at the end game. Just based on how you go about your strategizing and hopping around and throwing people's names out like crazy. Gotta get you out before I fall in the crossfire of that. So yeah, best of luck.
If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes or bonus content.
Oh, I had him
we all
muted.
muted Jonathan.
You guys
My bad,
muted
my bad.
me? That's a bold
Okay,
move.
got it done.
That's a play in itself.
These are the two. Which one do I do?
Okay.
How the advantages will work is, let's say a compass is played on me. All right? Jess Martin gets the most amount of votes. She writes down my name. I play the compass. What happens in that scenario? I talked myself into a circle here. Should go to the person who played the original compass in that scenario, right?
Wait a second.
Yeah, I think I solved it in my head. I gotta figure it out. I'll explain it to you after. I've got it in my head now. I gotta get it out.
I think you got it.
You like how you got voted out?
You are dumb if you put all your votes on me, because you know I'm gonna compass you.
All right, let's go. Let's go back.
Exactly.